What up, y'all? You're now listening to Infused Influence, where we're infused by weed culture, cannabis business, and its politics through conversations with special guests. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right, we are back for another episode of Infused Influence. We got a new setting, kinda.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. We're joined with the same host. My name is Ulysses Youngblood, and you guys just been serenaded by Ray Vaughn's voice. What's up, Ray Vaughn?
Hello, folks. How you guys doing today?
Yo, how are you, bro?
Man, Jason Tatum just tore his Achilles last night.
Yo.
Or most likely, no one's confirmed it yet, but like he just tore his Achilles. Season's done. So as a basketball fan, with that in mind, I'm gonna have to say 6.8.
Yo, that's
just
wild,
really sad.
bro.
Just really bad.
I heard that at football practice, but it wasn't official, like you said.
Yeah.
And you want to know what's crazy is that about 3 weeks ago, another coach, we got involved with doing some of the drills for these kids, and he took one step, and it sounded like a boot hit the ground, like a thud. And guess what it was?
His Achilles.
His Achilles, bro.
Not it, bro.
Bro, he was like, yo, I can't walk. It was the wildest thing.
No, it's a very scary injury because it could happen to anyone at any moment.
Right.
It's a no contact injury. So the moment you see him go down no contact, my heart dropped.
Is that what happened?
Oh yeah, he just like went for the ball, kind of like, but it's when you like, I guess you switch motion too quickly. Like when you're about to do one thing, ball's turned over, that way,
right?
And
yeah, that is scary, bro.
But I gotta check Twitter soon and see what happened because hopefully it's not an Achilles, but realistically,
it looks like it.
It's an Achilles.
Yeah. What's the series now for them?
3-1. They then lost the game in New York, so now they're down 3-1, and they're probably going to be out of the series and out of the playoffs.
Yeah, best out of 7, right?
Best out of 7, yeah. So we
tough.
might have to send our special guest, this light-skinned man, to go fill in for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude. Who's our guest today,
we got
bro?
Sean back on the show with us. What's
Yeah,
going on, Sean?
What's good, yo?
Welcome back, young man.
Sean, we talking basketball, bro. You into basketball, bro?
Not at all.
I don't be watching basketball. I don't watch nothing.
Yeah, that's what's up, though, bro. Because I'm a basketball fan, and I also don't watch basketball.
Oh, okay. What you watch? Highlights?
Yeah, that's the most important part. The start of the game, the end of the game, who won, you know what I mean? Because everything else in between is, sometimes it feels like it's fugazi, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, it started with football. The whole Donald Trump thing and people taking a knee.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, legitimately turned me off from watching. This is 2016, bro.
Yeah.
Turned me off from watching professional sports, bro. Because it's all fake, bro. Like, they're scripted. You know? I had homies in the league telling me that, like, yo, bro, they never cared about us being out there during the Star Spangled Banner. Yep. Why now? Because why? Because the president fetishizing it. Yep. You know, it's wild.
That's for the monies, man.
Yeah.
Gotta add to the story.
We digress, though, bro, a little bit.
That's comical.
Sean's here, guys. Clap it up for Sean. Sean.
Sean, you're a person I consider like in the second set of like longest tenured people here. You know?
Yeah,
I feel like you're like right there, but there's like a little bit of a gap between you and like the first set of people. But I want to say you're like one of the next longest people here.
Yeah, on the retail floor, with Drew, I'm like the longest person, right?
Drew was here right before you, right?
Yeah, so it's me and Drew. I think it's the only people left.
Well, how long has it been, bro?
Like a little over 2 years.
Time flies.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
That's crazy. I remember when you showed up for your interview. I could like see you from the sales floor, and you were like over here, kind of dressed with like a button up and stuff.
Kind of dressed.
Actually,
nah, I had some cool. Let me not swear. I had some cool like.
Nah, you can curse.
Jacket from It was Netta X North Face.
A Netta collab.
Yeah, it was, and I don't know what happened to it, but it was sick. I just found it at my last dispensary. I was like, "Whose is this?" It was like, "Take it." And I was like, "I bet."
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's funny because like it was one of the things where like, you know, as people who currently work here, you see the people who's about to interview you, kind of just start saying things like, "Man, that guy's gonna come work here."
Judging.
You know, you start judging. You know, it's human nature. And then, you know, people say what they say, and now look at you, 2 years.
2 years.
So you made it, brother.
Yo, I got his agent picture on my phone.
Get that out of here. Yo, delete that shit. Yo.
Delete that.
Nah. You did a good job. Then Val had to retake it because y'all like didn't do my address right, and he got me looking.
It,
nah. We got a camera now.
Yo,
maybe it was just the radio.
Bro, he's got his badge flipped on the other side on purpose,
bro. Val did me dirty.
Yo, that's hilarious, bro.
Val's a great photographer.
He hit the down angle. I don't know.
Yeah, that's mad.
He's too
funny.
tall.
Yeah.
I'm cutting that up if I ever leave. I'm saying,
Val still has it though, bro. We might just
damn.
blow it up and put it somewhere.
I'm a sue.
Yeah.
I'm a sue, y'all.
You know, you guys put
That's a
photos
bad
of me
photo.
everywhere.
Employee appreciation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys just put photos of all of you guys everywhere, bro. That was crazy.
Yo, y'all remember that meme of that little kid? Delete that shit.
Delete
all that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was comical, bro.
Yeah. So Sean's here, guys. Let's clap it up for Sean again, guys.
What a ride, bro.
Yeah.
Truly.
Rayvon, how long has it been for you, bro? September coming up on 4, right?
About to be. Well, I started here before doors opened.
For real?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You don't even remember.
Stop
I
it.
was here for the first day. I was here for opening weekend.
No, you were not, bro.
Absolutely.
Wait, so we interviewed you probably after we interviewed everybody else that first round.
Yeah.
Wait, you were? I thought you came here in September. Maybe I'm mixing you up with Vic. Vic came here in September.
Vic was here like right around Thanksgiving.
Bro, you were here before we opened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Yeah. Well, I was doing the trainings at night because I was still working at Buds.
Right.
And then I'd like made Buds end and like finished my last day, and pretty much a day later I was here on like the first day.
Yeah, that's wild.
Serving. It was hilarious.
You said serving?
Yeah, I remember the very first night of like being here. We kind of had like all the registers open, not to hype myself up, but I remember doing like kind of very well, having known things already.
Yeah.
The next day we were like, wow, like Rayvon had no mistakes, and we have all this other shit going on, and like he did all right. And I was like, yeah, guys, like I know what I'm doing. Since day one, it's been a while.
But Sean, you came through from a different dispensary, one or two.
Well, technically, it's the same one that got purchased by Cresco Labs. So it was Cultivate, and then it became Sunnyside.
Sunnyside, right?
Yeah, Cultivate was lit.
The one near.
First I was at Leicester, and then they opened up
Leicester.
and then they opened up the one on Southbridge Street,
right.
And I went there. I opened there, and it was just for like months it was dead. Like nobody knew what it was.
Yeah.
And then they put up a billboard or something, and we started getting mad busy. But at first it was just we would just sit around, just stare at each other. It was crazy.
You know what I'm at Holy Cross a lot, bro, from my kids' stuff, and I see the football players, the baseball players, the hockey players, and it's a lot of respect because they come through here when they could go to Sunnyside. So why is that? I mean, I know what they tell me, but like you've seen some of the Holy Cross players here, and students probably. Like, why is it you think that they travel here as opposed to going to the dispensary near the crib?
We got good deals, and plus we're very community oriented. I heard a couple different things with our personality and everything. I don't know who still works there. I think it's all new people. But I know from when my set of people left Leicester and came to Worcester, everybody would be like, I'm not even going to Leicester because you guys have more personality in Worcester. So I think that's another thing. Like, we're just cool bud tenders. Yeah. I can't really think of anything else.
No,
Dale's and cool, good energy. That's probably the main thing. Yeah.
No, that's solid. Respect to the Crusaders, bro, because y'all winning championships and y'all still smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with that as long as y'all winning.
That's how you celebrate.
Yeah, for real.
I think you coach one of my cousins.
Who?
You know this woman named Sabrina, her kids?
Ty James?
Yeah.
That's your cousin?
I just found out at my grandma's little birthday thing.
That
She
she's
came
your
up-
cousin?
No, that you coached them. Nah.
Because I've been coaching Ty since he was 6.
Yeah, that's my little cousin.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
that's on my wife's side, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, he choked on Sunday.
For
I had him
real?
at
Oh, he didn't
quarterback.
do it.
All I asked him to do was hand the ball off, and he literally blanked out. And his mom later on in the day had to come up to me and was like, yo, I'm sorry. He admitted that he choked.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because he usually plays receiver, but he's got good hands.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a quarterback that day, so I had to put him at quarterback, and he legitimately choked.
Well, y'all lose the game?
Yo, we did, bro. Not
Damn.
because of him. You know what I mean? Like, it lasted one drive when I was like, Ty, are you nervous? And I had to Ty James, he likes to say Ty James.
Yeah.
And then I had to pull him and put him at receiver, bro. And I had to put another kid that also didn't want to play quarterback and is better at receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because we
but-
just didn't have a quarterback for the game.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, but Ty's a good kid, bro.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yo, he led our last season. He led in interceptions, bro.
Goddamn.
Yeah, bro. Yo, he's got really great ball
That's
skills,
what's
bro.
up. That's
He's
what I
wiry, like he's all over the place, yo. So shout out to Ty James and Sabrina.
She had nothing but good things to say.
Oh, that's good, bro. That's good.
She was like, Coach, you. I was like, what? I was like, hold up. Ulysses?
Yeah, that's mad funny.
Yo, everyone in my family calls him Coach U.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you mean Ulysses?
Fact, I was
okay.
like, woo.
It's my community name, bro. You know how people got street names?
You got a community?
It's my community name.
Yeah, it's Coach U.
Yo.
Man, it's funny to hear it come from someone else who's not my family. That's actually
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's the first time I heard that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so that's your first. That's your first cousin,
Nah,
or by marriage?
no, that's my like. I don't even know. That would be like my mom's cousin's kids. So like.
Your all right. So your
Would that be
mom's
like my third cousin, second cousin.
cousin's kid.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But your mom's not white. You said your
No, my
white
mom's
side.
black, but she has white in her too. She's like partially white, and they're like mixed race technically.
Yeah, your mom.
Well, my mom and the white ones too, technically.
Well, who are the white ones, bro?
the Thai side? Yo.
So what is your dad?
All right, so it's not on my dad's. My dad's Native American and white.
He is.
Yeah,
But your mom's
my
also Native
mom's partial. Yeah, so she's black and she
And
could be
Native-
Native
'cause she's-
American and slightly white too.
She's darker than you, though, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
She's mostly black.
Right.
Yeah, mostly
Got it.
black.
Okay.
But her nana, my nana, is her grandmother. She's white.
Okay, so your mom's grandmother's white.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that means that
And
when you say
then-
her cousin, your mom's cousin, that means that your grandmother's.
Some of her kids, yeah, they
something like
look
that,
more
right?
white.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother looks like more like my color.
Yeah.
Like, but her sisters, a lot of them just look white.
Yeah.
I think she's the only like real brown looking one.
Who, your mom?
No, my
Your
my grandmother, yeah.
Oh, right.
Out of all of her sisters.
So for those listeners, Sean has been here before. Let's clap it up for Sean again. He's been on the show. When was the last time we recorded with him?
Indigenous Peoples Day 2024.
Was that 2024?
Was it last year?
It had to have been 2024, but that's coming up, bro. So almost a year ago.
Oh wow.
God
Because
damn.
it's in
October.
Is it in October?
Yeah.
Oh, so
November.
It's November.
Oh, no, I don't know.
No.
Because they replaced it with
Oh,
Columbus Day,
because
right?
it's Columbus. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. The month is November, but Columbus Day is probably in October. Yeah,
So this is
Okay.
just 6 months ago.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
that we
yeah.
it's not too
recorded,
bad.
right? So what we talked about was his Native American background, or his indigenous people background. Indigenous background, I should say.
Yeah.
Right. So when we're referencing his family, and he says his white side.
Yeah, because I don't know. My mom got like some white people in her family, some black people, some native Puerto Rican. She got everybody.
Yeah, she does. Look
Asians. I
very
got a Japanese
ambiguous.
cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
On your mom's side?
Yeah,
She looks ambiguous. Have you ever seen his mom?
Nah.
Very ambiguous, bro.
I think who's the cornrow dude again?
Wow. Oh, there's so many
I'm
names I can
so
say right
Cornrow
now.
nah, he
dude?
works there.
Works here.
Now,
Yeah.
currently, or used
He's
to?
the camera. He comes in once in a while.
Oh,
My bad.
Harry.
Harry, my bad, Harry.
Once
Cornrow
in a
dude.
while,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
mad funny.
He
Yeah,
don't even
my-
rock, bro. He don't even rock cornrows, bro.
Or was either you or him that seen her? But it was probably you that seen her out back or something.
He be rocking them sometimes. That's mad funny.
Oh, does
He
he?
did,
I
yeah, no,
haven't
he
seen him in
definitely
a
does.
minute.
He definitely does.
No, I seen your mom before, bro.
Okay, so it was
Multiple
you,
times.
yeah.
Oh, because she said something about the braids?
I think she was like, it was the dude with the braids. And
Yeah,
and
that
he
was
came
me.
in that day, yeah.
That was me, bro.
And then I seen him at the club out in freaking Providence. I was like, yo, he was
Stop
getting,
it.
he was getting bitches.
Yeah.
Like, he was doing his thing, bro.
Yo,
Shout out to
time
Harry, bro.
Yo, time out.
Yeah.
Time out. We gotta change that subject real quick. Real quick.
Oh wait, no, he wasn't. He was
Yeah.
no. Oh, was he? I was drunk.
You
Never
know what?
mind.
Yo, yeah. We're
I
coming
was
up on time anyway.
I
We're
was
gonna
just
take a
trying to
little
hype man.
break. Yeah, we're gonna take a little break, guys. We will be right back.
That's not live.
Florian just gave us. Okay, looks like we're back on and ready for Infused Influence in the second half of our episode. What's up? I'm your name. Nope, that's not what I'm supposed to say. I'm your name. Which means whatever your name you have, whoever you are, I'm your name now, and you're now named Rayvon, and I'm the new co-host. I've also got Ulysses and Sean here with me. Welcome back, fellas.
What's up?
Sean is a hilarious character.
So are you, bro.
Really?
I'm
Me?
your name.
Yeah, no, right?
Your name is funny.
Well, I gotta say, I give Sean a lot of credit because I told him recently, Sean, you are legitimately a one of one person. And like everyone is a one of one, and everyone is their own person. Blah blah blah.
Why is Sean though? Tell me.
I think Sean is like that because he's not afraid to express his opinion. And so a lot of people will have opinions. They'll have things that they want to say, they don't say them. And Sean's like, no, like you're gonna hear me out as to why I'm pissed off about this right now. And I really love that you wear your heart on your sleeve, bro. It's really, I respect that. Not many people could do that. Just walk around and say whatever they think, what's on their mind. I try sometimes, and it's not always well. So, kudos to you for that.
Appreciate that.
You're like an indigenous Larry David.
Larry, I like Larry David. That's a good one.
Oh man, yeah. I hope you watch Curb because that's
Curb
pretty much you.
Enthusiasm is fire.
You remind me of that.
Yeah,
sometimes.
that and Sunny in Philadelphia probably like the funniest.
That's actually wow. That's two good shows. I've
Two
actually had the debate
shows,
as to which one's better than the other.
So you don't watch sports, but you watch.
Oh
you
yeah,
watch those shoes?
I mean, I watch like UFC or boxing. I just don't really watch
USC, bro. You don't seem like a very USC.
I mean, I like it. I like watching it. It's a nice little song.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Something pops off. Sean's like, I've been watching USC.
He
I
knows
got
what to
this.
do.
Careful.
You know how to do a little crab hold or something like that?
Crab hold is crazy. No. What is all that? Crab hold.
Come on now. The ladies out there expect you to protect them.
No, it's hilarious.
So you've been a supervisor for... Did you get hired as a supervisor?
Yeah.
Right?
I was a team lead at my last job. I was supervisor, same thing.
Supervisor for...
But we pay better.
Handful of years now. Yeah, Sean's got the big bags now.
Yeah. Big bags.
How do you like it?
It's nice. I like it.
I think it's a interesting perspective for me to look at sometimes what the supervisor role is, just because I like to say I did everything out there before, and I actually was never a supervisor. So it's very interesting to see how you guys operate and how you guys move, and just like the clique, not even that you guys clique, but like the crew that we have as supervisors. I think is very diverse, and just you guys all bring something different to the table. And you're again just a one of one, bro.
You're a character.
Yeah,
Sean.
I like handling the
Smoke
customers.
it up, G.
Smoke it up. That's my catchphrase.
Yeah, I was looking at some data though, just to talk about some business, and you actually have a really good per unit rate per transaction.
Yeah,
So
I used
think
to
you're
be
leading that category amongst everybody for like amount of units you sell per transaction.
Yeah, I used to be top salesman, and plus at Sunnyside when I was
What's
there.
the secret, bro?
I was just nice with it. I don't know really what the secret was. I do know when they showed us the data, I seen the second most customers, but had the biggest API or KPI.
For number of
Yeah.
units and transactions.
So I made the most money per transaction, and I seen almost as much as the first person.
The first person.
Who was this girl named Shay, and then the third person was like a couple hundred behind us, which was crazy.
Right.
So I made more money, and I seen almost as many people, but
So-
made more money with less people.
I was just talking to Andy about this today, and just for our listeners, what Sean is explaining is that when you see more customers, the likelihood of your transaction, I guess like average like cart size is going to be lower. So the more you see, there's a correlation between the more people you see, means the less likely your cart is higher, right? So that's what you're explaining, that the girl that saw the most
Yeah.
saw the
Like,
right. So her cart size was higher than yours?
No,
or
lower. I
It was
had,
lower
I had
than yours.
the
Right.
best cart size.
Right.
And I seen almost as much people as her.
Right.
Oh.
My bad. Yeah, no, and that's what the data showed us this morning is that you're not nearly as high as the other because you're a supervisor.
Yeah, I
but you
sometimes
still
just
have,
hop on a register real quick.
right, and your per unit,
Yeah.
or your per transaction is really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
word.
we'll clap it up for that. And there might be some formal training that comes along with that. So just get the wheels spinning around that if you could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, the training.
I gotta ask, Carly's got to be up there too.
For
somewhere.
what?
For like top sales or something.
Yo, if
like
I'm being real,
Carly's
bro,
nice.
if I'm being real, she sees the most customers. And to co-sign what Sean just said, what do you think that means?
Lower average cart.
Lower average cart, bro. Lower units per transaction.
Makes
You know what I
sense.
mean? So like, like obviously there's a strong, and it's always been like that. The more people you see, because you might have the people that come in during the day that's just like, I literally want an $8 pre-roll.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So so yeah, I think it's really looking at it in two phases. Is understanding, all right, is there something that we can add to that cart that might also be a low cost? So that's gonna increase our per unit transaction, like average per unit transaction, if that makes sense. So instead of selling one item, let's try to get to two, even though that two can be a low cost as well.
We
Does that
also
make sense?
have one of those things already on the menu. I don't know if you guys talked about it.
What the speed tabs, bro?
Betty's Eddies. We have single packs of Betty's Eddies for like $3 if you want one gummy.
I had no idea we had that, bro. Since
Yeah.
when?
For like 4 months. I don't think anyone knows because they don't really fly like that, but they should.
Bruh.
They
For
should.
real?
They absolutely should. But like, I think one
Training,
flavor is sold out.
information, bro.
But
If I
like-
didn't know that,
I hope they do,
imagine,
man. We send
bro.
out product updates all the time. I hope they know that we have them.
Yeah,
They
but
know.
it goes beyond that, bro. But yeah, I mean, and part of it too is probably just introducing the right incentive or acknowledgement that like this is something that we should be aware of, like KPIs, man. We
Yeah.
just don't get there in our sales meetings yet.
They
You know what I
used to have like a KPI bonus, but they did away with it,
Mm-hmm.
and they started doing like bingo, like a game called bingo. Well, obviously you know what bingo is, and then we would do that and just win stuff off the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would win OD stuff. Like I had like mad like bongs I don't use. Like, even when I was smoking an OD, I never used like glassware like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just had a whole bunch of stuff that was kind of worthless to me.
Interesting.
When
Interesting.
it's
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah, just all sitting there, crazy.
You know what's funny about when I hear you in the meeting, Sean, is that you are constantly comparing your old experience to like what it is here now.
Yeah, that's
you know,
just
like I'm an old job. It's like his lead for most stuff. What we used to do.
nah.
I'm like, nigga, you ain't there no more. So what does that mean?
We gotta do some of the things like that.
I appreciate it. At the same time, it's like, all right, what action can we take? You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to hear more of like, all right, if we're doing that, if you did that at your old job and it's successful, like what, like you just said, the KPIs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lean on you, like moving forward.
KPI bonuses. Yeah.
KPI bonus. So what is it?
Right
What does
there.
it entail? Tell me.
So basically, I mean, they even
What
stopped
did it
doing
entail, I
it
should
because
say?
really, when I talk about my old job, it was really Cultivate that did all the good stuff. Sunnyside came through and ruined everything. No offense to Cresco Labs.
Nah,
but yeah,
bro, get out of here with
yeah.
that. You know how much they bought it for? Do you know how much?
A lot, and they tried
How
to sell
much?
it to Diddy.
How much did they buy it for? You know?
I don't remember off the top of
Something
my head.
stupid, like 300 million.
Yeah.
Something stupid, bro.
It was crazy.
It's crazy.
It was
if
really
I'm not,
crazy.
you know what? Keep talking. Let me look
I
at that.
thought
Bro.
it was
Yeah.
like 5 million. I mean, 500
It was
million
a
sold.
lot.
It was.
Yeah,
It, let me
stupid.
let me
It was
check.
stupid.
Let me check. So it's Cresco Labs
Purchases.
acquisition.
Acquisition.
And they tried to give it to Diddy for I don't know how much, but he was gonna get robbed on that
I'm
before
glad-
all that stuff came out.
I'm glad
Yeah.
that didn't happen. Yo,
Yeah.
what's crazy, man? I had one homie hit me up because that discussion, not even like a finalized transaction that he was gonna acquire it, but the discussion made it to the Worcester Business Journal,
Yeah.
and I was in that like that issue or whatever. Like we were on
Uh-huh.
the same page for whatever reason. So one of my boys hit me up. He was like, "Yo, is Diddy buying your company?" I was like, "What?
Yeah.
How did you?" And then like months later, the FBI is all over this motherfucker. I was like, "Yo, I do not want to be associated. Delete it.
Yeah.
Delete all that shit." Yeah.
Check his hard drive.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
No, and it's funny because I was telling the people there all that kind of stuff because I used to watch those hip hop conspiracy videos, and they all said Diddy was doing all that stuff before it came out. So I was like, yeah, guys, watch out.
It wasn't 300 million.
How much was it?
Guess.
Maybe like 20.
Guess.
100.
Close.
Mm.
90 million.
90. Oh,
Take
right
over
there.
Massachusetts Cultivate. Yep.
Yeah, they had the audacity to send us black-owned business cards before the deal went through. I was like, what is?
Stop it.
I picked them up. I was like, what is this, yo?
Wah,
All my
wah,
managers
wah.
white. I'm like, okay.
That's why we need this out. No way.
It's here,
I was
bro.
like, I bet.
Did it say like Sean Combs on the card?
I don't know. I just said black-owned business.
Okay, that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. I'd love to know.
But some
who
of the
actually owns
boxes
Fresco.
would say P Diddy.
No, it's wrong.
Some of the boxes would say P. Diddy
Yeah,
on
like
them.
the shipments. Like when they sent it to us, they would write like his name on them for some reason.
That's so.
They didn't even
weird.
go through yet. But I think that was just somebody like at the.
Just having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes a little bit more sense, bro.
Yeah.
Someone was just joshing.
Cause they will put when my other manager when he was leaving, they started putting his name on it just to get his attention. And he never noticed either.
Bro,
Yeah, it was mad funny.
that is actually hilarious.
Yeah. So, Sean, you had mentioned when you used to smoke, and I think Rayvon mentioned that you're on a smoke break, bro. What's the decision behind that?
So basically, I was starting as a tolerance break, and then it's just mad hard to smoke at the spot I'm in, so I don't want to like get up.
Would you move?
Yeah, I live at the junction, so it's like right down there. It's like a lofts.
I thought you were living at your mom's crib.
No,
bro.
well, I was a while before, but at the lofts right here, I just go. I can't smoke there.
The junction. Which one?
It's right down there. It's the lofts, like down the street past the little rotary.
What street is it on?
Bacon. I don't want to give them my address like that.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know
Niggas
which
like,
one.
yo.
I used to be in there, bro. Those are nice.
It's alright.
You don't like it?
Nah, I can hear everything through the walls
It's
and
old,
everything.
bro.
It's OD. Like,
the
yeah.
floors are creaky.
Yeah, creaky as a motherfucker, and it's expensive too. So just for all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's decent. It's not bad. It
So
looks
you can
nice.
go outside and smoke, though, bro. They
No,
got a
I know, I was
courthouse.
doing
They got
that.
a big courthouse, actually.
Surprisingly, I was doing that in the winter. Like in the winter, I was outside smoking outside. I just don't feel like getting up all the time. Because
Yeah.
like before, I could smoke just like around my bed. It was just easy.
Are you doing edibles now? and
No,
vape?
I don't like edibles. Last time I took edibles, I couldn't even sleep. Yo, I was like, this is terrible.
What kind of edibles did you take? Non-sleep ones?
Freaking yeah, I took a bunch from whatever we got from the bags. I ate the popcorn ones. I ate the those Sparks gummies.
Bro,
Oh,
they had
I-
sugar and caffeine. That's why
Bro,
you
I
couldn't
was
sleep.
up the whole night.
You got to take the CBNs, bro.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have any on me. I was like, bro.
We'll get you some samples for doing the show.
Ah, bad, good looking.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Take that easy.
Hey,
Easy.
not that. Not that. It's that Diddy shit.
Wild, bro.
See, Sean, this is why I call you a one of one, though, because you're like, yeah, like, it started off as a tolerance break, and then when I was getting ready to smoke again, I had to go outside, and that was just it for me,
Yeah,
you know?
I was like, nah.
That was the roadblock, and I just find that so funny of you, because most people would be like, no, like, I'm gonna go outside and smoke. Like, it just, it is what it is.
That's
And
what
like,
Raymond's saying that because he's got that experience.
bro, I've been
yeah.
smoking outside every day for like the last like week and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I hate outside. I hate
Nah,
outside.
facts.
And smoke, I don't know. I don't like it.
Wait, how do you not like smoking outside though, bro?
Well, I just don't like being outside. It's really hot this time of year.
What about at nighttime? Like the stars are out, bro.
Oh, at nighttime it's not bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
take my
fresh
laptop
air,
out
bro.
there.
You got
watch,
trees
you know what
around
I'm
your
saying?
crib, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm chilling over there, so I
what
still
I'm
have to
saying.
do it. However, when I'm smoking my blunt in the morning and there's like a bee hovering around me and I'm trying to get rid of the bee and drink my coffee, it's just not it.
It's too much.
It's not
Yo, that's wild,
Yeah.
dude. I prefer it, bro.
it. Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
better
don't
than-
love it. I do, sometimes I don't like the wind aspect that could come in. I feel like when you're in a closed room, you control the environment.
Yup.
Hey, what's up with that? You're building in the shed or whatever.
Yeah, I told Shorty's mom I'm gonna set up a GoFundMe for it. It's like I'm not trying to spend like 10 racks to get a shed right now.
Yeah,
And try to like get one hopefully next summer.
Get the tent. Get a tent, bro. Those are popping
Dude,
off
I've
for a
thought about
minute,
it.
you know?
I've thought about it. Just getting something small and quick and easy that I can use for when it gets cold outside.
Yeah.
Because it's all fun and easy to smoke outside right now,
Yeah.
but when it's snow outside,
Or even raining, bro. That's,
yeah, and I'm trying to not smoke in my car as much either because child.
You have baby in there.
Yeah, you feel me? So
Lifestyle change, bro.
it's crazy, man.
Sean, how many kids you got?
I ain't got no Don't put that on me.
It's actually funny. My shorty went to school with Sean.
Yeah.
No
So she
way.
knows- so
I was
she's
on the
like,
bus with this girl.
You on the bus with her, bro?
Yeah. I was on the bus with her.
The memory, I gotta tell her to check this out because the memory she has of you, she's like, it was just Sean, and he was like you guys were kids, so she just knows
Yeah.
you as a kid. I'm like, no, Sean's like, he's got a beard now. She's like, he has a beard now.
Wait, she hasn't seen him?
We
She
was in
hasn't
About to see
middle
him now,
school.
bro.
Middle school, I think, yeah. And then I think ninth grade maybe. I think she's a year older than me.
Yeah, no,
That's
you're
crazy.
26, right?
Aw,
yeah, I'm
man.
27.
I was gonna ask to see if she got any school photos, bro. Little classroom photos.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be hilarious.
I know, bro. I know.
When I come home and I tell her like, yo, this is what Sean said at work today, she's like, Sean, the little kid from the bus.
Yeah, the little kid from the bus. Now I understand that perspective because she's 1 year older. She
Yeah.
thought everybody
Yeah.
was little.
Everyone's
right?
a kid, yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bro.
Jeez, bro.
But yo, we're coming up on time, dude. We gotta clap it up for Sean again, man. We certainly appreciate him joining. We'll do this again next week, I guess, for the radio. You know what I'm saying? For our live streamers, We're gonna take a little break and then we'll get right back into it. Anything else you can think of, Rayvon, Sean?
Nothing, yo.
Smoke it up, G.
Smoke it up, yo.
All right, you guys have just been infused. Peace, peace.
What up, y'all? You're now listening to Infused Influence, where we're infused by weed culture, cannabis business, and its politics through conversations with special guests. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right, we are back with another episode of Infused Influence. I'm your co-host, Ulysses, and joined with Rayvon. What's up, Rayvon?
What's going on, young man?
What's going on with you, bro? How are you today?
Man, still a little sad.
Yeah.
Just looming over. Naturally tired all the time. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 7.3 right now. 7.3.
He goes naturally tired, bro.
All the time.
Bro,
All
you
the
need
time.
to take vitamins, bro. Like,
Here's the
what
thing.
does it do?
I eat vitamins every day.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
But are you active though, bro?
Not as much as I should be. I mean, I
So
play ball
then
in the
maybe that's
driveway.
what it is, dude. Like, what is it? What is it that you need to do to be like more physically active?
Well, I play basketball in my driveway in the mornings.
Yeah,
Well,
do
not
you-
in the driveway,
before
but in the
work?
streets. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah,
So you're
it's
just out there hooping.
by myself. Yeah.
What time?
Like 8.
I'm
8:30
gonna
a.m.
come check on you every morning if you're not out there.
Yo, drive by,
I'm
beep the car.
pissed.
I'm gonna put on my my scarf. You'll see my Carhartt basketball.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
But we also have a special guest.
Yes, we do.
Welcome back, young man. His name is Sean.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a
Sean.
part of the show.
Got you.
And being part of the team for 2.5 years, bro.
Got you.
You're
yeah.
back again, man.
Back.
Back like Click Crack in the 80s.
In the 80s.
Well, for those of you guys who heard us last week, we had Sean on the show, or also just like 10 minutes ago. We talked a lot about his experiences and, how he's seen things that cultivate / Sunnyside a lot, looking at what he can bring to different places, in my experience. Rayvon personally thinks that Sean is a very opinionated person in a respectful manner. And now we kind of want to get more into your cannabis experience. We just talked about you, being on a little bit of a tolerance break and how having to smoke outside makes you just not smoke at all. Hilarious. But I'd like to get kind of further than that. I know you and I talked off air, and you mentioned, like, dude, I've been smoking since I was, like, 13. I'm kind of okay not smoking right now. What was that first time smoking like?
All right, so the very first time I smoked, I was actually like 12 or I just turned 13. I didn't get high at all. I don't know if I didn't do it right. My
You didn't do it
boy,
right, bro.
yeah, my boy, he was a sneakerhead, so we traded some sneakers and got a blunt, and the kid rolled it for him. So we just, it smelled like straight aerosol.
Sneakers for a blunt?
Yeah, for a couple, it was like
Couple
sneakers that weren't as good, and then he got like an eighth.
Bro, that
but-
sounds like a real street deal.
Yeah.
That's a real deal. Like, I'm laughing at that.
Yeah,
That's bad
like
funny.
pre 16, 18.
Yeah.
Like I got some sneakers.
Yo.
Like roll me a couple blunts, bro.
Yo.
That's
Sounds like a
crazy.
very 13, 14-year-old type
Yo.
of
And
deal.
him being, what was this, 14 years ago for you?
Yeah, didn't get high at
2011.
all.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. We was outside the whole
Off
night.
The entire all the blunts.
Well, it was just one.
Just
Because
that
I
one,
think
right?
he thought that the whole eighth was gonna go into the blunt, but it was mad skinny. So I didn't even know how to what was up with that. And then when I did get high, I smoked with a bunch of people when I was outside, and for a little second, I was having like a straight panic attack because I was like just out of it. I was so high. We smoked more than an eighth for my first time. And I remember I bought the weed at school, and my friend stole some from her because she held it down for me because she's like, yo, this dog's out there. And just messing with me, yeah. And then she was like, I'll hold it down for you. And
Just
she
in
told me
case.
like a year later, she was like, yo, I took a little nug out of that.
Yeah.
I was like, good, because it was too much for me anyways, yo.
Wait, so you decided, like, you guys sat down, you rolled up the whole eighth or, like, maybe 3 point whatever.
We rolled up our weed, which was an eighth, and then these other kids brought weed, which was a little bit more. So I had a little less than an eighth because She took
And you guys smoked all that in one sitting.
all of that.
And you didn't like just say, hey guys, I'm kind of done at one point.
Yeah, it was all of that, and then I was just like, damn, I don't even feel right.
What was the panic attack about?
It was just like I just thought I couldn't I was trying to eat a cookie, and I was like, I can't even eat this. I kept on spitting it out. I'm like, yo, what the?
You know what the problem was? You needed water.
Yeah, my mouth was mad dry, and I was like. And then I remember this white kid gave me his money. I don't know why. He was like, "Can you hold my money
just in case the cops come?"
Yo, and then I remember my boy. Like I don't know. I was so high. I was like, "Yo, take his money, cause I don't want it on me anymore. Or give it back to him or something."
Yeah.
And he didn't. He just took it.
Yeah.
So then he's like, "Yo, you got my money?" And I was like, "Nah." And he just didn't. He just dropped it. I was like, "Bro, like you should have got your money back,
Dude,
bro."
these stories from these teenagers, yeah, they're crazy, bro.
And then my boys bought everybody snacks and tried to not buy me a snack. I was like, "Yo, get me a nutty butter." Like, what are you talking about? Those little chocolate things.
Why he didn't buy you a snack, bro?
I don't
That's
know.
the better
It was
question.
tripping, yo. I was like, bro, technically that was my money because I took it he gave it to me. So I was like, yo, buy me
This
some.
is with the kids' money?
Yeah, with the kids' money. I'm like,
Snacks,
bro, mad annoying.
That's crazy. With the money you gave him?
Yeah.
But it wasn't even Sean's
It
money.
wasn't even
Yeah.
Sean's money.
And I tried to walk out the store because they was leaving. I tried to walk out with the stuff, and they were like, "What are you doing?" And the
Where
Indians
was
stopped
this,
me.
bro?
It was on Vernon, the little corner store on Vernon. It's like I don't know,
It's still owned by
exact street.
Indians?
Yeah, I think it's still the
Corner
same
on
people.
Vernon and what?
I don't even know. It's near Stockton Street, kind of. Like Stockton goes this way, then there's a street going this way,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be like right there.
I can't picture it, bro.
It's near
There's
Vernon
ma-
Pizza.
But there's
Yeah,
so
it's
further
down the hill from Vernon Pizza. Yeah.
I'm about to say because there's nothing but Africans and Spanish.
They
spots.
might. I haven't been in there in a minute, but yeah, that spot. And then I went into my boy's crib, and I guess I got him caught because I just
that same day.
yeah, because I guess
This
I just
is a pretty eventful day,
bro. After we started walking, I felt mad good. Like it was just coming and going in waves, and I was just like, yo, this is kind of lit.
Yeah.
And then I guess I don't know, fell into a door or something. They was like, you was mad high. Like, they know we smoke, but they don't care. Like, his parents didn't care.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, they cared, but they was just like, all right, you guys smoked, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, it's the first time I ever ate cold pizza, and that shit was busting.
From where? Running Pizza?
I don't know. I just know that I had cold pizza, and I liked it. I was like, 'cause
Bro,
I
this
don't
is
like cold food.
12, 13-year-old Sean.
Yeah.
Still recalling these vivid memories.
High
It
as a
was,
kite.
yeah.
High as a kite, bro.
High.
That
Cold
sounds like
pizza.
a whole exciting day.
It was pretty. It was a good night. It was a good night.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a whole day, exciting night, bro.
Yeah.
So then what happened? What transpired after that, bro? To make you who you are right now? Did you continue smoking? Did you stop?
So I smoked off and on, like with my boys and stuff, and then I remember in college I started smoking a lot. I broke up with like my long-term girlfriend and stuff. I started
What school you go to?
QCC. It's not,
Oh, you did?
nothing
Oh,
crazy.
I didn't know.
Nothing crazy. Yeah, I started rolling out Ace in the backwoods. I didn't know you could like
Fit.
because I never
Wait, you put the whole eighth in the backwood?
almost. I could almost get it in there. Like pause. Like,
Okay, fair.
yeah, I started smoking OD, and then I got Fontos, put on the Fontos, Grabba. I started doing Grabba because it was, I thought it was better. And them backwoods bags, they're like $7 a pack. Half the time they're crusty. I'm like, yo, I can't stand
Yeah,
them
what year?
backwoods.
What year was it when you were 14, bro?
When I was
Trying to understand.
damn, all right. So when I was like, damn, what year was I graduated in 2016? So
You did.
2015.
Had to be like 2013.
2013, 2012, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Damn.
crazy.
That was a minute ago, and it wasn't legal then. So like, I remember like we had to hide it and stuff.
So, wait, so how'd you learn how to roll? Or like even that first time when you bought that weed and you guys rolled up, like
you just
did someone
reminded
else
me.
roll?
I remember because at first somebody rolled the first time. Like we met some like older kids and they were like, "Yo, we'll roll you that blunt, whatever." Da da da. They rolled it up for us. But after that, if I smoked with my friends, they would just like one of them was white, so he would just break down the can and then he would just have a smoke in an aluminum can.
Sounds like some white. He had to.
Yeah.
He had to make sure that we knew that he was
Yeah,
white.
because I wouldn't.
Trust me, I would have known already.
Yeah.
Yeah, just from the can. And then like I remember these two hood dudes came up to us and they were like we couldn't get it to light because of the wind.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, we got you." And then just as I'm hitting, he's like, "You know, you could die from this, right?" And I was like, "Nah." Like, yo, you're inhaling metal and then paint and shit. And I'm like, "Bro, nah." Like, what the? And I stopped smoking after that. I was like, "Bro, we can't. Gotta learn how to roll."
You gotta learn how to roll.
Yeah. And then like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could kind of roll here and there sometimes, but
So trial and error over time.
yeah, it's over time. 'Cause I remember my parents started letting us smoke in the crib when I was like 17.
Shout out
16,
Yo.
17,
Shout out
yeah.
to Mom Dukes, bro.
She
She's a forward thinker.
tried to trip. She told me like my whole life, like, yo, you should like I'd rather you smoke than drink.
Yes.
Right? She's like, I know you're gonna smoke one day, everybody does it. Da, da, da. But when she found out I smoked, she straight fronted like I was gonna have to take a drug test, this and that. I was like, what's good with you, bro? I was
Well,
like,
she
you
probably didn't want like DCF getting involved. Or,
Yeah.
like you getting in trouble at school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How old was that? 17, you said?
I was when I was I think I got caught when I was like how did I get caught?
By your mom, you talking about?
Yeah, I
Or
got caught by my
authorities?
mom. No, not never by a third. Yeah, the cops don't care. The one time I had a whole halfie when it was still not legal in New Hampshire, and they were like, "Give me that," and I was like, "Just take it." I just walked
Oh,
away, yo.
I mean, they cared enough to take it.
Yeah, they took it from. They probably smoked it.
Exactly.
It was good too.
Oh, they sold it.
Yeah, and I remember I was at like some like little Hampton party thing, and we smoked all my boys' mids, and it was some trash we was all smoking, and I had like some lemon something. Only smoked one blunt out of it, and then they took it from me. I was so mad.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So your mom was cool with it, bro.
She was cool with it, but she fronted that first when she first found out.
It was probably because you're underage, bro.
True. Even though she told me that was cool.
Yeah.
She was like, "You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Just don't drink, smoke." I'm like, "All right, bet."
Yeah.
It's whatever.
What do you have for siblings, bro?
I have a brother and a sister.
Older, yeah.
My brother's older, my sister's younger, and my
What did you-
sister learned how to roll before me. I don't even know how.
How much younger is she?
I think we're all like a year and a half apart.
Yeah, what
2
is
years.
your older brother like, bro?
He don't smoke. He don't
Oh,
smoke.
don't?
He don't do any of that. Yeah. He don't drink either. He's not like that.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, my little sister's more like me. Like we'll smoke and we'll drink together and stuff. But my older brother, nah, he don't do that.
What does he do?
None.
He's a
Like,
gamer?
yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
No,
He like that. Yeah. But if anything, my little sister's more like me. Like we used to smoke all the time together.
Does she come in here?
Yeah. She comes in all the time with her mans.
Oh,
All the time.
I've never seen her.
Yeah,
You never
me
seen
either.
her?
Or
I
like
seen your
you've
cousin,
never,
bro.
never pointed her out. Like, hey guys, this is my
My
sister.
sister, right? I seen your cousin come.
Well, not constantly. She don't come in constantly because like I can. Yeah, my little cousin.
Right.
Yeah.
Different last name, right?
Yeah.
And she look white.
She's white.
She is
yeah,
white,
She's
yeah.
white. Yeah. She's on. That's the same side as Ty and them. The
Gotcha.
Ty jeans, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. not whatever. Yeah, little cuz. Yeah.
And so you graduated from, the backwoods to the Fronto,
Grabba,
and then you
yeah.
went to Grabba.
Yeah.
And you said something as if like Grabba's not really the wave.
No, I don't know. That is the wave.
That's the
that's
wave.
that's the
Excuse
better
me,
stuff.
my fault.
The only problem with it is the kind I like. It be getting moldy down here, and that should be pissing me off. Like it just be like white mold on it all the
Yeah,
time.
his face.
What's the
Yeah.
kind that you like?
The leaf only.
Okay,
the
that's your
kind-
problem already. You're buying leaf only brands.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I don't like the king, the Fonto king. I don't like it at all.
So are you buying like the Grabba, or are you buying the leaf and break
The
it?
leaf and I
Can we
break it.
Can we start a like?
Bravo pocket.
No,
Oh.
no, bro. Like let's just find it ourselves and sell it at the local spot next door.
Yeah,
Like, we should go on a hunt.
That'd be cool.
Like let's go to where is it manufactured? Do you guys know?
Connecticut. That's the
There's no way tobacco's being grown in Connecticut.
yeah. It's not allowed in the leaf only one for some reason isn't
No,
really
it's
allowed
being
in Massachusetts.
it's being distributed through Connecticut, but where is it being grown?
I don't know. I think when I went on the website, because they have the big, like the wholesale.
Is it Connecticut?
I think they have it grown in Connecticut.
For real?
I think so.
Bro, we will like for
We'll
like,
take a
yeah.
trip down to Connecticut.
yo,
I
on
will go
some
see
real,
that.
like,
I will go
Yeah.
see that.
knowing that we can't sell it here, there's obviously a way that we can like actually like if you guys have a problem with your current. Well, what about you, Rayvon? Like, do you have a problem with? Is it?
So a little bit. I go next door, and then I also go to Brockton to get my Fronto. Whenever I'm out there, I gotta get Fronto, and sometimes it's really just still hit or miss.
Yeah.
There's a brand called Brothers Broadleaf. Like these guys who kind of did exactly what we're talking about. They were like, yo, I'm sick and tired of getting these backwoods. They're duds. This Fronto is a duds.
Yeah.
They went out and they sourced their own tobacco. Like they travel the world, see where the best stuff is grown,
Right.
and now they sell it themselves. And it's so successful. It's like pretty much always sold out. I can never even buy it. So
Yo,
I've never
that's
even tried it.
wild.
But I've had people in the industry be like, bro, if you smoke Fronto, you smoke blunts, go buy these because these will change your life.
What's it called?
It's called Brothers Broadleaf. It's the name of the brand.
Broadleaf.
Let's take a little quick break and then we'll dive back into our new venture.
New venture.
Tobacco.
All right, we are back with Infused Influence. I'm your host, co-host Ulysses, and of course, we're joined with. He used to be the sixth man of the year. I'm not gonna forget that. He got a trophy for sixth man of the year. You know what I'm saying? Rayvon's here. What's up, Rayvon?
You made it to the starting lineup now.
He's the starting lineup, bro.
Yeah.
Did we win any championships yet? How many? What else you got? You got defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year for sure.
Yeah.
Clutch teammate of the clutch player of the year.
Teammate
of the year.
Wait, is clutch player of the year? That's not even a category,
That's
bro.
That's a thing.
Is it really?
Jalen Brunson just won it. Yeah.
For
They
real?
started it like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Clutch player of the year.
I was looking at a statistic the other day about the player that has the most awards, and of course it's Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And it starts like a bunch of guys. Like I think what's his name? Kareem was in there, but I was surprised that LeBron wasn't like up there, bro. He had 14, but compared to Michael's 22.
Yeah, no, his accolades have really declined as the years have gone on. He had like his run of MVPs back to back, and they kind of just that was it.
Right, but you know what it is for MJ, bro? It's the 6 titles with the 6 MVPs. Yep. So right there, that's 12.
And then the back to back to back, and then
he's defensive player of the year a couple times.
Defensive player of the year,
offensive scoring title. Yep. Yeah. So yeah.
First team all defense, first team all NBA.
Yep, those are in there. Yep. So yeah. Anyway, Sean's here, guys. Sean's here.
Oh man.
What's up, Sean?
We were just chatting with Sean about grabba and the potential of taking a trip out to source our own tobacco because man. As a dude who washes his Fronto and buys 4 packs at a time, and you open a pack and it's moldy, you just get really upset.
So that's happened to you too?
Yeah.
All the time.
For real? So
the
do you go back and like?
No, because it's one of those things where like they're gonna look at you and be like, okay.
Yeah, they really do.
They're like, yeah, let me get them on the line to get this replaced.
Yeah.
But truth be told, they are getting their supply through a distributor. It's not like they have a direct connection with whoever you're buying from, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and that's also, Sean, why I asked if you know where the tobacco is being grown. It could be in Connecticut. It'd be dope if it was, because if there's a tobacco farm in Connecticut, I am like, we're going, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to look it up?
I'm going to go to that website.
All right, look it up, bro. Look it up.
Because it could be South America.
My thought is that it's somewhere, right, like, in a where the weather is better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they're distributing, so it could very likely be that it's getting distributed through someplace in Connecticut, which is also a good thing, because that means that distributors are more local, you know. So when we have our tobacco, we'll be all right. We got distributors that are local to our region, you know what I mean? Yo, Rayvon's excited about this project,
bro. I've needed, because we actually talked about Albie, and Albie having his own Fronto brand as well.
We did, bro.
I think it's called Long Way.
Yeah.
But I gotta try those Brothers Broadleafs, man. They look so.
So you've tried it?
No.
Or you've never had an opportunity?
I've never had an opportunity.
Brothers Leaves, you said?
Brothers Broadleaf.
Brothers Broadleaf.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff, bro. Yeah, and I don't. Yeah.
No, yeah. I found them on a kid named Zach here in the industry. He put me onto them, and some other guy as well. And I went to see him on Instagram, and they're like, we travel. We got barrels of tobacco. And they show their products, and it just looks mighty fine, man.
Yeah.
It looks.
Bro, let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Are you allowed to do it if you had the license? Because I know you can't sell it here.
We can't sell it here, right?
But if we had our own Major Bloom brand that we sold elsewhere.
Okay.
Right.
Also, that would be a huge play for us.
It would be.
You know how many of our customers I see come here and go next door and buy a Fronto?
Yeah.
Or customers who like see me buying a Fronto over there, they're like, they sell Fronto here?
They sell seeds. I know that's off topic. We should sell seeds.
Stay focused, bro.
We should sell seeds here, yo.
Focus.
It's not saying nothing.
No, that's all right. We'll do some research after, bro. But I'm down for it.
But they're talking about the mold. Our green and waste sweats and tobacco mold, green spores and leaves are naturally discoloration.
Yeah, bro. That's not good, man.
No.
Because some people that are probably like just starting, they might not know about the mold. And, for us in the weed industry, like we got to get COAs, you know what I mean? And we attach that for every product that we sell. Mm-hmm. And that's not the case. Because usually I got little pop tops with the ground up guava, and it's got one little label on it.
Oh no, that's that King. That's that Fronto King. I don't like that.
It's got the lowest compliance, and it's the most addictive. It's addictive, but it's low compliance. Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy?
It's insane. I also think it's crazy because And I think it's a great business venture to the dude who started it. Smart on you, because realistically, Sean, you just buying the leaf and you're ripping up the leaf. You get so much more graba out of a whole leaf than you do out of like the $3 bottle.
Yeah. So is there a brand that does both?
Fronto does.
Yeah.
So Fronto does the leaves, and then the
they also do like a little graba.
Gotcha.
At least I think it's Fronto.
It is.
King,
It's Fronto
right?
King. Yeah.
Fronto King.
Right.
And they also sell the leaf. And I know some people who just use the leaf because there's so much more. All you gotta do is just burn it yourself a little bit, leave it out to dry.
Dude, that's crazy. Let's go on a hunt. We might have to go to like South America, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm with it. I am absolute like
All right.
to find the best blunts.
All right.
Man,
Yeah, I don't know why we never thought about this
you're
before.
bro. Me neither. Me neither. But I'm very excited.
Yeah, but part of it is doing some market research too. Like, I would love to talk to Albie, bro, and see what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and see where he see how he's doing that, how he's sourcing it, because it was.
I don't know if he's still doing it, bro.
He is. Well, I mean,
He
he gave me a pack like
Oh, he did?
this year,
Oh,
two
where?
months ago.
Yeah, yeah. Where at? MJ?
Firebrand, yeah.
At Iniken?
No, when I went to their shop to do like a pop up or something like that to get some samples.
Right.
And that's when he took me upstairs. I saw his whole studio and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, you smoke Fronto?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's hard for me to get good Fronto." And he was like, "Oh, bro, I got you."
How was it?
It was good.
It was good, right?
It was good. Yeah, yeah. And so I'm just always trying to find the good pack. Like when I buy Fronto, I gotta look at all the packs they have. You gotta have a really good relationship with the place you go to. Hopefully they'll let you look at them. And you buy like 1 pack, maybe 4 packs.
Right.
And you figure out what's there, you know?
Yeah, that's
1
right.
pack's moldy, boom, got 3 left.
Yeah.
And keep pushing from there. But it's tough. And backwoods are even worse.
Yeah, backwards.
Backwoods are even worse. And no more
With the mold?
days.
Well, not with mold,
Not
with
with
dryness.
mold, but the
Yeah,
dryness
dry.
and
I
the
feel like they're
rolliness
always
of
dry,
it.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. You can never get a guaranteed like backwood. If I ever get a backwood pack and it's 5 perfect backwoods, I might go play the lottery. Like it's really not a thing. I think it's such a waste of money. No disrespect to backwoods. It's a cool product. Just do a little better. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So I don't know, it's very interesting. I think about the days of the game leaves and having the cigarello splitter on your keychain.
I used to high school.
Yeah, those were not the good days. Those were the first
best
blunts
days,
we were
bro.
smoking. I will say it was like those were the highs I had when I was like first smoking. This is how you roll. You roll that thing with your eyes closed. It was so easy. And now that now that I'm on the front, I'm like, wow.
Now that you're more of a connoisseur.
Different experience. Totally different experience.
Yeah. Where everyone's waking up and doing this every day as opposed to after school in between classes.
Yes, sir. But speaking of different experiences, you've definitely had a handful of experiences here at Major Bloom. You've been here for about 2 years as a supervisor, as we kind of mentioned already. I kind of want to go through some of the experiences you've had here. You know, like
Can't even talk about that.
anything like, you know, hilarious or like, you know, some changes you've seen, things that like, you know, progressed in your time here.
Anything hilarious? I don't even know if
What's the funniest?
the funniest thing that happened here.
Say it.
I mean, that whole arc I had in the beginning with whatever, that was a fun time.
Arc?
Yeah, like I'm gonna change the subject.
What is an arc?
I assume you mean like a period of time at the beginning here.
Yeah.
You saying archive?
I don't really remember.
Oh no, arc, like a character arc. Like, you never heard of that?
No.
For real? I don't know how to explain it like more than that. Like, you ever seen like a series, like in a show or something, and the arc will be like how the story progresses?
Oh,
yeah,
it's like a
it'll be
bell
like,
curve.
yeah, but kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, arc really just means like different parts of a story.
Got you.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
surprised.
archive.
No, you really
I feel
never
like
heard of
I
that?
feel like it's got to be a play off of the word archive because like
Right.
John and I were talking like it's a different arc for Major Bloom. You know, like we're in the Rachel arc of marketing. We used to have the Steegs arch of marketing. You know what I mean? We had the Malaysia arc of marketing.
In Malaysia.
You know, just pockets
She's
of
still
time.
here, bro. She's still,
Oh, she still is. She still is.
Yeah.
I see her name at home base every day for approved time off. So yeah, you're beginning arc here.
Helping her write the email was hilarious.
Oh,
not help. I didn't help. I just
okay.
I proofread.
I
Remember, bro. You didn't do a good job, bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
Time out. You did Grammarly, bro. Yeah,
Nah, I'm nice with it. What you
editorial
mean?
skills, bro.
So it was a lot to work with, buddy.
I read it too.
Hold on, we had 3 heads on that one.
No, I didn't. Oh, I don't think I edited it. I think I just more read it. And I was like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
To be fair, I don't remember the context, but that's what stood out to me is the grammatical issues. But of course, the context was like, "Yo, like what?" You know what I mean? So that's your favorite. That's your favorite part, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
That beginning part.
Well, like the funniest part.
The funniest part to me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a few, but yeah.
Ravon, I don't know what's going on with your camera.
Nah, I like to say there's never a dull moment at Major Bloom.
Plus the camera hub.
Does the camera not like me anymore? Did I break it?
It's not messing with you.
Am I ugly enough to break a camera? That's so rude.
That's all right.
That's
We'll keep going for the radio here. But no, I think that's solid, bro. In terms of like, because you have seen a lot, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I guess a question I'll ask you is, what's a change you've seen that like you think has really helped us out on the retail floor? Because you've seen us do a lot of like different policies. You've seen the chairs come and go. You've seen a handful of things.
want them back.
nah, bro.
I need them back right there.
You be OD. You were the one that said at my old job.
No, ain't no
what
old
we
job.
used to do back in the
We
day.
used to sit on the back wall. They couldn't do nothing.
Yo, in fact, you know what, Sean? You were injured here like twice before.
Yeah, they're tripping, yo. I had a broken leg.
I would show up and Sean was on crutches.
A dog bite right
and
on
you
my
used to
foot.
sit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, like you can't really stop me. At that point, I have a medical bill.
You can't really
I
stop me.
you know what I'm saying?
We cannot give you hours, bro. We say stay your broken foot ass home.
Nah, that's against some sort of policies.
No.
Actually, I came in when I should have stayed home.
Yeah.
I remember Ayana was like,
I
yo.
actually remember you being
I'm
so
like,
mad
yo,
back
why am I?
I remember, and this is why I call you a one of one, because you're not afraid to like speak your heart in a moment of like most people really just turn into a shell. They don't.
Yeah,
say
but
much.
how did you break your foot though?
I was lit on my birthday. It was a birthday.
We don't just skip over the origin.
Some
like,
ice.
Take care of yourself, bro.
Yeah, no, but I was on my birthday.
Like when those 30s hits, like some of that stuff just don't fly anymore, bro.
Nah.
You know?
Yeah, I turned 26. That's the first time I ever broke a bone in my life.
There you go, bro.
The first time. I remember I woke up
Bro,
in
I
the
played
morning.
2 sports in college, and since all I can remember, I've never broken a bone.
Still.
And for you to have been drinking and to break a bone,
I freaking.
all I'm gonna say on the air, to be clear, is take care of yourself, because when them 30s hits, bro.
I mean, it was an experience to hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my boy said I ran on some ice and just went boom and busted into some metal.
Wild,
yeah,
bro.
I was like, bro, what?
I can tell you what.
He said I looked like I was fine, and then like the whole night I remember I was with
Limping.
I was with some girl, I was fine, and then I woke up in the morning, I just couldn't move.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what happened? She was like, you were fine, like you fell a couple times, but you were good.
It was the alcohol.
Yeah, I had that.
And the weed too, probably maybe.
Yeah, I was still smoking back then.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, one of my favorite holiday party.
I want to bring that shit
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Sean, the vision in my head is like, all right, imagine Tarcio and Val being a bouncer at a club, kicking out someone that was too drunk.
Yep.
All I see in Sean's face, I'll be back. I'll be back, yo. I'll be back. I'm like, yo, we're not kicking you out, bro. We just want to make sure you get home safe. I'll be back. Hold me down.
I remember
Mama,
nothing.
I love you. I love you, Mom.
I remember nothing from that day.
Yeah,
Bro, his
that
face
was-
is burned in my head,
That
dude.
was a crazy night.
Yo, it was
bro.
crazy.
That was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Nah, this dude's heavy-handed with his alcohol pouring too. I was already drunk before
Val?
I went there.
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
no,
shout out to
I was
Val.
not Val. No, Val was not the one that you're talking about heavy.
No, he is. No, he got some crazy shots. I was like, yo.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Yeah, because Tarsi was telling me that he was like, he was like, yo, come get another shot. And Tarsi was like, he's already drunk. No. Like, yo, leave him alone. I was like, nah, I'm going to get the shot. Yo.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, they were good. Those shots were amazing.
They were strong. Nah,
Were
he's
they
a
strong?
good-
I don't remember. I just know the flavor was on point.
I remember
Yeah.
that first. Yeah.
Bro, you were already
After the first
bent
one, I
before you
was
got there,
lit.
bro. That's
I
what it was.
lit. Yo.
No, I gotta say, one of the more candid moments I've ever had with you, Sean, which I really appreciated, because like for me, working in the back, it's hard to somewhat connect with people one-on-one in the front, and like you're a kid here who's like my age, and I felt like I hadn't yet connected with you. Man, I pulled up to Electric Haze one night for some event. You just happened to be there. He was already bent by the time I showed up and saw him. And I just got to talk to Sean, and he was just an open book. He just talked to me about everything for like an hour and a half. And I'm just standing out there with him. We're just smoking weed, passing a bunch of girls around. And I went home and I was like, yo, I think Sean and I just connected. Like, this was cool.
Oh, yeah.
This is great. It was.
that's what's up.
He was like, "Yo, I am so drunk right now."
Yeah, I'm gonna say shout out to the Hayes too, cause we got that night market starting soon. You know what I'm saying? So for our live streamers here in our local neighborhood, we got a bar that's doing a night market where you can just catch a vibe. You know what I'm saying, outside. And then for the people who are listening to us on the radio, Electric Haze, you know where they're at. The night market, we'll be there, getting into it. Sean will be there, right?
I'll be there.
Yeah, you did say that you wanted to do it, I think, in the call,
I'll
right?
fuck with it.
Yeah, so. No, that's it, though. You guys, thank you for Sean again, joining us. You know what I mean?
Got y'all.
Yeah, no, it means a lot to have him here. Worcester born and raised, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. 2.5 years here. How long were you at Sunnyside?
I think
Cold
like
Crespo,
3-ish.
Oh, word?
3-ish, yeah.
So you're probably a vet in the industry.
Yeah, I'm like 5 years around there.
5 years?
Yeah.
So NFL to be a vet is 7 years. NBA is how long?
About 8.
8?
7 years.
So what do you think it is for weed, bro?
Oh, like 3.
Nah, bro.
4. I mean, it depends on how. Like,
Maybe
maybe
4.
5.
Maybe
Like
4 or
5 is
5.
like whoa,
5
crazy.
means that you committed, right?
Yeah.
I just hit it. Yeah.
You hit it?
Yeah.
All right, he's a vet. He's a vet in
My
the
G.
weed.
I'm saying.
Good stuff.
All right, yo.
Yes,
you guys
sir.
have just been infused. Peace.